What's up, YouTube? This is Brian Pfeiffer, marketingmeathead.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about how I did 70% ROI on a CBO over the weekend, and I want to show you what I did to get there. All right, so here's the CBO that I was running. Now, notice I have a number of these ad sets off. Now, what I did originally is I created a CBO with all my lookalike audience, and then I put just a really broad 18-plus audience in there, like everybody, okay? I didn't have any targeting whatsoever. Just anybody over 18 on Facebook, boom, in the U.S. This is U.S., by the way, and that was it. So what was interesting here, okay, and why I wanted to make this video is because I want to show you guys how I kind of rode this one out, and now it's become a very nice revenue generator for me, okay? Let's take a look at the two dates here, Saturday and Sunday, okay? So Saturday, Sunday, the 27th, the 28th. And I ran this particular campaign for a little while. I'm going to show you what I did from when I started till now. Now, if you notice here, over the weekend, I had all these were cut off, okay? And the reason they were cut off is because they weren't producing, okay? So what I did is I kind of trimmed the fat on this CBO. And now look what it did this weekend for me, okay? Notice I got 8 purchases on this one. I got 7 purchases on this one. I really didn't spend much on this. This is the 10% lookalike. But the lookalike 1%, lookalike 2%, look at these cost per purchases, $24.41. I get a 60% CPA on this offer. So highly profitable, 72% ROI here, okay? So really nice. Cost per purchase average of 35. That's great. I'll take that all day. That's almost 100% ROI. And seeing this $24 per purchase, this is really nice. I could potentially duplicate this out and put this in its own CBO and see if I can, kind of duplicate that again. Now, what's interesting here is why I wanted to make this video is this campaign wasn't particularly good to me when I first started it, okay? If we go back here to the dates, and let's look at prior to the weekend here. I think I started this about 2 weeks ago, so we're talking about 2 weeks ago here. 2 weeks went by, and let's update this. And you're going to see here that over the course of those 2 weeks when I started this thing, my cost per purchase was negative. I was negative ROI on average, okay? So that's that's not good. Most people probably would have cut this thing off and, went on and done other things and tried other tests and whatnot. But I rode this thing out, okay? What I started doing is after I usually run about $30 a day on these ad sets, and if they don't get a conversion, 30 to 35, then I cut them off. So you can see I probably ran this for 2 days. I probably ran this for 3 days, didn't get a conversion, and I ran this for probably 4 days. I probably got one conversion. That's why I probably let it run, and then I cut it off. Okay, so I just went bam, 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 cut this off. This one here I ran for, this was probably about 6 days, and it just, wasn't really producing. My cost per purchase was over my, what my break even is. So, why run it? Okay, so I just trimmed the fat, and I trimmed it down to these, okay? And, these weren't particularly grand for me either. I mean, I was barely making money on this. This one was like break even. This one was barely making money. But I let Facebook do a little bit of its optimization. I kept running it, and I ran it for a full 2 weeks, and it really wasn't making any money. It was kind of breaking even, sort of. It wasn't really like doing me much good, but one day it would lose money, the next day it would make a little money, and it was kind of just breaking even. And then all of a sudden, here and here, this weekend, this thing just went ham, okay? And in fact, if I look at just Saturday's results by itself, this thing got me 10 purchases at $28 a purchase, okay? This thing made me like over $300, and my profit for the day on this particular campaign was a little over $600 total. So this one CBO got me half my profit for Saturday, okay? So it just goes to show sometimes you got to let things run a little bit, okay? And I wanted to make this video. I'm trying to show you guys, like, what's working now. I've done Facebook traffic for like 4 years now, and sometimes the stuff I probably put out like 2 years ago, maybe isn't valid anymore. Okay, and unfortunately, when you're doing courses and whatnot, you kind of have to redo them every year because things change. Things actually do change every year with the traffic sources, and Facebook's been very inconsistent. Okay, and I want to show you guys the numbers here for the weekend here. All right, so let's take a look at the numbers, and I'll show you a couple of the other CBOs that I'm running. All right, so I'll have to blur out the top there. But here is that one CBO. It's this column here, this yellow column, and you can see that there's a day it made money, lost money, lost money, made money, lost money, lost money, lost money. Kind of like breaking even. This overall added up to about break even. In fact, here's the number. After this weekend, this thing went to positive. Okay, so now this is so far producing ad set, and today it didn't do very well for me. I lost money, but we had a problem with Everflow today. Apparently, Google's cloud servers lost power for like 4 hours, and Everflow. Anybody that was on Everflow, any affiliate network, lost about 4 hours of today. Went dark. So like I had to cut the traffic off, but it really wasn't producing. I mean, I probably would have let this thing run up to about 120, and hopefully it would have got a conversion, and then I might have let it run a little longer, but it just didn't produce for me today. So it was ironic. Over the weekend, it crushed, made me $300, and over to today was just crap. So that's kind of how Facebook goes, okay? And it is what it is. That's just kind of, we got to roll the punches. Now I have another CBO here. This one. This one here so far has made me $774, and this is a Canadian CBO I'm running, okay? And I have another Canadian CBO that I run, and this one has made me $372. So the CBOs have been doing okay for me. I have a worldwide one set up, and today was actually good on that one. It made me $100 today, and only 41 total profit. So it's kind of like breaking even, okay? But today was a good day on a worldwide CBO. But I tend to run more ad set budgets because it seems like those have been better for me. But the CBOs, they've been doing okay. I have a couple that are producing for me. So I just trim the fat in them, try to ride out the winning ad sets, and we go from there. So let's take a look at the numbers for the weekend, see what we did. Now, we got a nice top off today. If you follow this channel, a top off means on Monday morning they go in and they assess all the conversions that happened for the week. And if they weren't assigned to anybody, then they figure where they came. They do a little digging, find out where they came from, and then you get some free conversions. So every Monday morning I get like a top off on my Sunday numbers, and today it was like $1,640. So this day was actually a $600 profit day, a little over, and now it became a $2,200 profit day because of the top off. So highly profitable, obviously, with that top off. So that comes every Sunday. Notice on Sunday the numbers are really high. Here. This one is probably here. So the Sunday numbers always look really good because of that top off that comes on Mondays. But overall, this week from here, I keep track of the week from here to here. This was like $3,500 in profit with the top off. So decent, I've been averaging about $4,000 a week, and then last week was only $3,000, and this week I brought it back up to $3,500. So probably averaging around for the total of the month. I think I did 15.6. So what is that? A little over almost like $4,000 a week, roughly. Okay, so pretty good campaign here. Okay, I'm not gonna stop running this campaign. I'm gonna keep working on this thing, optimizing it, and hopefully getting this better. I feel like this campaign I'm running can be a long-term campaign, and potentially even the fact that June and July are typically the crappiest months of the year for affiliate marketing, and I'm profitable. If I can get through July pretty solidly, I could possibly get this thing really rolling in August and September. And the best part is I'm running to a super broad audience, all different age ranges, and my pixel season now I got like 1,700 purchases, and I just see the potential to run this thing. I mean, maybe maybe I could take it up to $1 million. I'm already over $110,000 for the month in terms of total sales, and I feel like there's room to scale. So we'll see. I mean, it's not a huge ROI campaign. I mean, 14% on a physical product is not the greatest, but it's not the worst either. Okay, so some days I'm negative, and then the other days I come back and I have a nice. This weekend was pretty positive. I was like around 20% ROI all weekend, whereas last weekend without the top off, it wasn't a very good weekend. I was actually negative Saturday, and I was actually pretty much negative on Sunday. And then I was a little worried going into this weekend because last weekend was so crappy, and I had a good weekend. So. But the CBO was good. I mean, on Saturday, half my profit came from that one CBO. So I wanted to make this video to kind of show you guys, sometimes with Facebook traffic, you can't cut things off too early. If you're kind of breaking even and you got your campaign dialed in with your landing page and your ad copy and your video ad, if you're running a video ad or an image ad, you might want to just let it run for a little bit and see if you can get to one of those veins, if you will, get into some good traffic on a day or two and make some money. Because I got into the good traffic on this campaign over the weekend, but then today it kind of fell out of the good traffic. So it is what it is. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm kind of showing you the real deal here on the real numbers and how things work. And make sure you like this video and share it with your friends if you found it valuable. Subscribe and bang that notifications bell. I'm the Marketing Meathead. We'll talk to you later.